Hello, welcome. Go ahead and get settled. For those of you that are just joining, go ahead and also just drop your name in the chat, say hello, so that I know that you're here. I can interact with you throughout my time here on the live. So today, what we're going to be talking about is taking a look at some of the things that our clients are doing from a high-end service offering perspective. Colleen, I see you're on. Colleen, hi. So we're going to be taking a look at what some of the clients are doing inside of the Finding Freedom Business Accelerator as a high-end service offering. So if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that as I talk about women taking ownership of their time, talent, and identity, and being able to make that move into corporate full-time, that it's very important that they build that financial foundation and, of course, leverage their brilliance profitably. So we're going to dig into what a couple of the clients are doing, and I've specifically chosen these two because they look across a couple of dimensions. All right, so we're going to dig into it. And Jennifer, hello. All right, so let's take a look. And before I jump into this, again, a big thank you to those of you. Many of my daughters in the hospital. We're still in the hospital, but a big thank you for all of your prayers and support. Okay. All right, talk about a couple of these ladies. So the reason I chose these two is because what we're going to look at is, on one hand, we're going to look at someone who has a heavy business related offer and is more in the business to business space. And then we're going to look at someone who has more of a business to consumer offer and just plays in that B2C space. Okay. And you'll see that differentiation between the type of client. On one hand, they're dealing with a business owner. On another hand, they're dealing with just everyday people, everyday consumers, that type of thing. Okay, so the first one of our clients in the accelerator, Chantel, and the other piece you'll see here too is how they are taking their brilliance into their offer. And so there's a couple ways that you can look at that, so you'll see that come through. So the first one, let's just talk about Chantel. So Chantel, when we look at her current day corporate job, she supports friends, she supports them in helping them with their profitability and sales and that type of thing. And that's something that she does corporately in her day job. And so that being something that not only she has those corporate skills for, but she also has a high level of passion and excitement about it. Talk to her about that any day. So she has a high level of passion for it. So as she's raising up her brilliance and really taking that ownership of all this value that she's bringing to the company, she is raising up, or has raised up, an offer to support franchisees with their profitability, right? Now this time under her own umbrella, free to operate with whomever. So here we see B2B space, B2B offer, but leveraging the corporate skills that she's already using to make millions of dollars for another corporation and bringing it into her own. So us being very clear on exactly who we're going to be targeting, but will they be able to afford? Of course, we're dealing with a certain price point, and she's coming in with a lot of knowledge because this is something that she's been after already, just in a day job. But again, when we look at the type of offer that she has, so she's going for helping a business improve their profitability and sales. What's that worth to them, right? Those are always the things that we think about when we're creating those high-end offerings. We're not necessarily thinking about, okay, is this, I could price for this thing here, that thing there. And that's absolutely something that you can have in your business model. So I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, I can only have this one thing. No, you can have more. But when we talk about a high-end offer and we talk about you wanting to make your leap into full-time entrepreneurship, I don't need to tell you that a financial foundation is important. And one of the ways you can get that is with a high-end offer. And the other side of the coin is lucky for your clients because you get to serve them deeper and serve them without the resentment that you are undercharging and you're over delivering, that type of thing, that you feel like you're not getting the value exchange for all the impact that you're putting in the world. Okay, so that's Chantel's. I'm going to stop for 1 second and just say hello to Stephanie. Welcome, glad you are here on the live with us. All right. So now let's take a look at another example. Now this example, we're going to switch from business to business, B2B, and we're going to switch into B2C. Okay, so business to consumer, that everyday type of high-end offer. And it just so happens that this particular person, Wendy, I'm always in love with her offer. I'm in love with all the ladies, the offers that they create. They're just always amazing. But so first off, let's start with a bit of the corporate profile. And I'm going to protect where they work for their own sake, so I won't bring that forward. But from a corporate profile perspective, she's in that product program management type space. And so here we see the offer that she's creating, her high-end offer, isn't exactly related to what she does in her everyday, which is different from Chantel, who's taken her corporate skills and running, and she has passion for it. Now, when we think about Wendy, so different from what she does every day, but her offer right now is in the luxury goods space. So she is everything luxury. If you're ever to chat with her, she's got a whole wall of Prada bags and you name it, just high-end stuff, because she's a fan of just luxury and luxury items. And so when we look at her business, well, it's not B2B. She's not selling to other businesses. She is selling to general consumers, B2C. And from a passion, just a pure passion play, not what I do in corporate, just a pure passion play. And so her offer, it's like a personal concierge type service, right? Where you can't find those hard to find luxury items that people may be after, and helping them rethink and relook at what's in their wardrobe for that luxury type scale. So now, as I've used Wendy in the B2C space, I want you to understand that even though she has technically a luxury offer, which you automatically probably equate with high end, it does not need to be that type of luxury when we go high end. And one of the people that's just coming to my mind, so I thought it might be apt to bring this forward because she does play in the luxury space. We've got another client, Elena, who is raising up a mindset offer, and mindset as it relates to new entrepreneurs. So helping them move forward in their business, breaking those mindset blocks. And so there again, we see a high-end offer. It's not necessarily for something luxury. Also for her, it's not related to what she does every day. So you see that different passion play as well. So that's just a little bit of inspiration for you as you think about, okay, high-end offer, is that something I can do? What does that look like? How might I apply that for myself? That type of thing. So these ladies, very intentionally, as we look at that offer and we support them in that offer, we look very clearly at, okay, so we know you want to get to this endpoint, right? We're looking at our offer pricing. That's not the only thing we're looking at. We've got to be looking closely at who that target client is. We've also got to be looking at the transformation that you're getting them through. Because when we're talking high end, we aren't talking transactional. So we aren't talking, I'm going to go to Starbucks and just buy a latte, or I'm just going to order this off the menu, that off the menu. We're looking very closely at transformation. So what's going to happen? What's going to be their outcome or result after working with me, right? Working with me, what's going to happen after? And so we price for the transformation. And so that's how that high-end piece works. So I hope this has been super just helpful and insightful for you as you think about what high-end could look like and what a high-end offer could look like. I'm going to take a quick pause for the cause just to say hello to Cassandra George Henderson. I see that she has come in, so glad that she jumped on this live. So take this, and you know what I always say? I usually say it on the podcast. So if you've ever listened to Ambition, Honey, and Hustle, I'm going to apply this to you right now. Always take this and take some action. So if you've been thinking about doing a high-end offer, if you are a woman in corporate, I do have, and we will make sure it's attached to this live. So I'm going to be doing a live private training on the 21st of June. It's going to be a private training, so it is invitation only. And let me just pause for a second because one of the people that I talked about just showed up on the chat. Elena, glad that you are here. We were talking about you and your mindset offer. So just want to stop and say hello. So For those of you who are thinking about a high-end offer, is that something that I can do? Is that something that I can put into my existing business? Is that something that can help me take this side hustle, this side business that I'm doing, and really take it to a place where I am able to walk away from corporate? Excuse me, and be able to be full-time on my own. As that's what we specialize in the accelerator, is helping women make that path towards full-time entrepreneurship. That's what we care about. Full-time ownership of your time, talent, and identity, and you bringing that impact in the world. So on the 21st, which is this coming Monday, I am going to be doing a private training that is by invitation only. So if you are interested in going to that training, what you'll need to do is you'll need to put in an application. So you can apply to the accelerator in order to be able to get an invite to that private training that's happening on Monday. So we will make sure that we have that posted inside of the chat here, and I will give you, in fact, I'll just say it right now. If you go to CandiceSpears.com/F, like Finding Freedom, F app, so FAPP, you can go ahead, put in your application. So both myself and the team, we are reviewing applications and we are trying to keep up with them. And on that training, on the 21st, what I'm going to be talking about is I'm going to be going into a little bit more depth around what it really looks like to go from side business to full-time entrepreneur with just one high-end offer. And not only with just one high-end offer, what it looks like to be able to 3x that corporate salary and how that's something that you can do and make happen, okay? So if you are interested in an invite to the private training, again, it is invitation only. So if you are interested in an invite to the private training, you will want to go to apply to work with us at CandiceSpears.com/F app, okay, to apply. All right, so that's all I have for you all today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, the rest of your week. I will be doing another live this week, Thursday. For those of you that are in the Escape Corporate group, I'm actually going to do the live on this page, but we'll make sure that we share it into the group as well, okay? And again, thank you to all of you who continue in your prayers and support for my daughter progressing, and we hope to be out of this hospital very soon. So have a great rest of your day and week. I'll talk to you soon.